A cohabitation agreement is a situation where it's a contract between two parties that are cohabitating on basically how they're going to split, certain expenses. So you might see it in a situation where I think you're seeing it more often in situations where, let's say, a couple's been together for a period of time, but they don't want to pull the trigger on actually getting married. But they're buying a house together. Okay, so maybe you've got in this cohabitation agreement who's going to be responsible for what percentage of the mortgage, and who's going to pay the gas bill, and who's going to pay the electric bill, or how you're going to treat different things such as that. Let's say they take joint vacations together. So you might even treat, be treating that a certain way. That's a situation that where it makes a lot of sense. Where it also makes a lot of sense is if you are a person who makes a pretty fair amount of money, or let's say you've saved a pretty fair amount of money as well, and you want to be very, very sure that this person is not going to turn around and try to file a divorce action against you and say, guess what? We were informally married, and I want all of that stock that you've had over there, and I want this and I want that. If you've got a cohabitation agreement that is signed by both parties, that's fantastic evidence that there was no informal marriage, or else why the hell would you have signed it? So that's a situation where I'd want to do it. If you're trying to protect assets, if you're trying to protect yourself against what you perceive as a possible threat of informal marriage, that's a fantastic time to look at doing something like that. Or if it's just a situation where you just need clarification on, I'm going to pay these bills and you're going to pay those bills, and here's how we're going to treat this property that we are purchasing together, that's another situation where I think it's a fantastic situation to enter into something like that. Now, one step that I think people need to take more in a situation like that is you need to have an exit strategy too. So if you're going to buy property together, you need to make sure that you deal with what happens if everything goes awry. What are the buyout provisions? How is that handled? And that can be handled, 20 different ways from Sunday. You just got to, sit down and talk about it and make sure both of y'all have counsel. So you're not going to find yourself in a situation where someone's going to say, oh, I was forced to do this and I didn't know what I was signing and all that. Just, spend a little more money, dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure that you do things the right way, and you typically, you get what you pay for. I mean, I hate using that term, but it's true, so when you're getting into, legal situations, hire really qualified counsel, because they're going to help you get the best possible results.